In this video, we're going to show you how to make a 2x6-inch photo booth template in Canva and how to import that template into Lumabooth. So my wife, Monse, is going to teach you guys how to do this. So Monse, take it over from here.
Okay, so let's get started. You can see I added all the information that they sent me for the template on the left side in my notes section, and this is their inspo photo down on the left. I have Canva open, so all our templates are designed on Canva. It's just really easy. And okay, so the first thing you do is you're gonna press create. From there, you're gonna do custom size. And from here, you're gonna change the units to inches, and you're gonna do 2 inches because the template is a 2x6. So, right, 2, and then the length, the height is 6. So the longer side and then the shorter side. So width is 2 and height is 6. And then you're just gonna create it. On Canva, it's also like a bookmark size, which makes sense. This could be like a bookmark. So let's just create it. And then from here, I like to see the inspo photo as well as just the invite and the information I have. So they want 3 photos. It's a birthday party. What exactly they want is racing into 1 with the date. I don't see any name, so I guess it's just racing into 1, which I feel like they might want the name on it, but we're just gonna do what the client wants. The theme is race car. They said if they have an invitation, and they did include it here, any colors they want to use is red, white, and black. And then they have an inspiration picture at the bottom. So we can work with that. I feel like the invite, it's a little bit more softer on the colors versus the inspo pic, but let's see what we can work with, right? So instead of doing the name first, I'm gonna do the background just because it's a little bit more chaotic, and sometimes you have to really see the contrast between the words and how you're gonna, with the background. So let's look for I don't know, race, black and white race flags, I guess. Race flag. So how are these? But I normally go into the photo section to see if I can find any design that matches. But I think I'm gonna search black and white checkered background. See, and I feel like you could find like softer colors with more vague. And then once I add like a photo here, you could right click it, right? And then set image as background. And you can see how that looks. So this is a little too not what I want, but maybe this one. And I'm gonna right click it and replace background. So I'm just playing around with how these look. And I feel like this is way too big. And maybe this one seems a little bit more of my speed on what they want. And I'm just gonna keep looking and see if I find anything better. But I kind of like this last one. But then again, I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep looking, keep searching to see if there's one I like more. See, I like this one because it's a little more like, the colors aren't so bright, which I feel like that's not as, like the colors are more pastel-y in the invitation. No, but I do like this one a little bit. And if I want to make it bigger, say like I just want to stretch it out more, you can double click it. Oh, resize. No. Like that. You just like triple click. I don't know. You just, once you double click, it'll work out. But you can like make it, stretch it out a little bit bigger, because I feel like those are a little bit too small. And then you could also just like position it so it's not, it's like perfect to like the squares, or semi-perfect. Actually, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I think this is perfect. Okay. Alright, and then I'm just gonna exit out of that. And then I'm gonna do the boxes next, because that way I can see what I have to work with for the bottom section of the wording. And to do that, it's really simple. I just go to elements, I go to shapes, and I click the square. And then I just kind of shape it a little bit. So say like this, right? I'm gonna change the color, and I'm gonna press this one to add a new color, but only so I can pick a color. And I'm just gonna go to the invite inspo and choose the red that they have here on the invite, just so it's a little bit, it matches more, right? And then from here, the way, instead of like trying to make it the perfect size, like, you know, duplicate it. So I can duplicate it and then change all of them one by one. But what I'm gonna do is I am gonna duplicate, and then from here I'm gonna shift, click, click. You're gonna click all three boxes. You can let go now, and then I'm gonna position them how I want. So I'm just gonna stretch it out more, and I think this would be a good size, and it's gonna give me a good space to work with for the picture. I mean, for the wording, and maybe even that race car I need to find. Or I can also add the invite to the template and background remove and just use that car image, which I might do because it's a really cute car. And then from here, I'm just gonna make sure it's all evened. Gonna leave some space at the top to leave, you know, for Doppo's, what's it called? Doppo's company name and their website and whatnot, right? Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then from here, let's add the text. And this is racing into one. I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste. And then in another text box, I'm gonna add the date, just because normally you don't want the same font as the date and the wording, just because it just makes it nicer in a sense, instead of it being super monotonic, I believe. Monotonic, if that's how you say it. Anyways, let's start. I'm just repositioning this to see how I want it, and I think I'm gonna have it maybe in a straight line. Let's see. So I'm gonna just do that right here, and I think I am gonna do it how they want it, which is red with the white border. And to do that, I am gonna bold it. I'm gonna change the color to this red, and I'm gonna go to effects and add an outline. For the outline, I'm gonna do white, and then I'm gonna make it thicker. So from here, and then I'm gonna choose which font I want to use, and I'm gonna go to display, because display has cooler type fonts, as you can say. So let's do that. So from here, I just like playing to see which one looks better. I'm gonna move this to the bottom because it is gonna be here. And I'm gonna actually, with the advanced settings, with the T and the little line, it really helps with letter spacing and line spacing. I use the line spacing a lot because sometimes I feel like this is just too far in from one another. So I just go left, and I just look at the, if you look at the font and the wording, you can see how it's more closer to each other. So I like doing that. Oh, and now we're still looking for spacing into one. And I'm gonna try to find one kind of that matches the invite or either the inspo photo, just so it's kind of what they want. So this is one that takes me kind of a lot sometimes because I want it to look nice, right? And the font is really something that can make or break the design in a sense. And then if the clients want a specific one, then that's when you're like, okay, I like this one. You can tell them okay, can you please send me the font name, you know, and we can go from there. And then when I tell them to send me the font name, I tell them to look at one from dafont.com, because that one you can download and you can upload it to Canva and you can use that font that they want. So it seems like racing into one, I'm gonna make it a little smaller because I kind of want to add this little car here. Okay, let's see. Well, let's see if they have it, right? Red race car. Sometimes it pops up right away. Sometimes it doesn't if they didn't design it on Canva. But I'm not worried about it. So let me get the photo. So I'm gonna just go like this, right? And it should be uploading. Let me see. If it's not in a picture format, it might not upload. But it is an image, so there you go. So you go to uploads, and then you go to the images, you press on that, and then you're gonna do background remover. And then from there, oh no, they removed. Okay, so sometimes what you have to do is when this happens and then the actual image that you want gets removed, sometimes what I like to do, I go on the actual photo and then I'm gonna mark it up and I'm gonna just kind of cut what I want. So just like this, and then I'm gonna cut it, right? And then this is the design I'm gonna add here, because then now Canva, the software, sees that maybe I want the car instead of the wording, and hopefully there you go. See, as you can see, it did the car instead of the words. So I'm gonna add the car here. That looks awesome. I want the balloons in there, but it might not work out. Okay, so that looks cool. And then I'm gonna add this, the date, and from there I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna bold it, change the color, and add the outline to be white. And I'm also gonna thick it up. So I don't know if I like this. I kind of do like this font, but we'll see. Let me just change it. Just seeing what looks. Honestly, sometimes I just press it and be like, oh, that looks great. I don't have a like a, oh, this is a pretty font. But I don't have like a actual trick or anything. I kind of just see what looks good with the, so the date is the second font I look for, but it has to match the first font, right? So this one looks actually, I like how this one looks. I'm gonna make it bigger, and then maybe this. I'll make this bigger. Just making sure it looks good. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think I like this. They added like some type of white fog, which I can add. We could add that. It's easy. So just search white cloud. Search white cloud. Even fog would work, but I use cloud, and then you just kind of make it bigger, and then I can like just like do this and then position it to the back, and voila, it's exactly how they want it, right? And even the oh no, not that, even the little car is exactly the same. And then when you can't like go to the back, what you do is you go to position, and then you go to layers, and then you go here, and then you can change it from there. But yeah, and then I'm gonna go up here too and do that, just so it's not just like one side. And then I'm gonna position that to the back, which you could go over here too with where it says layers, and you could just arrange it there. So I'm gonna do that. How exciting. Okay, so they have that, and now they also have this like little wheel. I don't know, like this. Maybe I can add the cone and the cup. But like there's really no space, right? Maybe I can make these smaller. Make these a little smaller, have a little bit more room to work with. And that's why I love the spacing too, because you can really see how much space it saves. And now I can move the little car a little bit more too. I love it. There you go. How cool is that? We can move it a little bit more this way. Okay. And then let's add some flags. They want flags, and don't be scared of the overlapping. It's really easy, and I'm gonna show you. You have to have the Canva Pro for this, though. If you don't, it might not work out. But yes, so I'll show you right now. So we're gonna go to race flags, and oh, where'd it go? Okay, race flags, and let's do I have to do one, so like this, right? And then so they want it like this, and then let's duplicate that, flip it around, and then should probably be smaller, just because you don't want to block the whole face either, like of people. When you mess up, just go back. It's okay to do that too. Okay, this is too big. I'm gonna duplicate this one out, and then just to make sure they're the same size and kind of cohesive. Yeah, let's see. So 25, angle at 25. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. I don't think adding this little thing or maybe the cup, maybe race trophy. I think this is good, and let's see what the client says. From here, I just need to add Doppo's website, and it's this. I'm just gonna go back because we've done a few for him and this is what he wants. And I'm just gonna add a box. I'm gonna do the same because I don't want it to not look like part of it, or it to stand out more. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna change the font color, we're gonna do the effects, we're gonna do the outline, we're gonna change it to white, but we are gonna make it smaller. What normally my thumb rule is like 7, 8. Yeah, 7, 8, maybe 7, maybe. And then I like to also uppercase. And if it looks too small, I'll make the other stuff bigger. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna make this a little taller, like this. There you go. Okay, and then I'm gonna move this up too. Okay. Yes, I love it. Okay. And so I'm gonna send our client 2 files just because it is overlapping. And to do that, I'm gonna duplicate this. And I'm gonna delete everything that's not overlapping, right? Like that. So it's literally just the flags. So the first one you're gonna download, and you're gonna download it the way you would always, just download. And you're gonna I'll do PNG, and you're just gonna leave the size how it is here. You're gonna download it. And then for the second one, that's gonna be on top of the photos, you're gonna download, you're gonna click current page 2, and you're gonna have it transparent background. That's the key, because you're gonna put the photo onto the template, and then you're gonna add the individual photos from Lumabooth, and then you're gonna add this on top. So you're gonna do it transparent, and that's that. Once I have it download, I go here and I shift and I get both of these and I go to AirDrop. So you could do, there's various ways you can do this. You can email it to yourself, where you have access to in the iPad that you're using for your event, or you can AirDrop it, or you can have Canva downloaded on your iPad and then just download it straight from there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to add that template into Lumabooth. Okay, so any event I have open, I'm just gonna copy event settings. I'm just gonna leave that blank. You guys can fix that. And then you're gonna go to print layout. So this is what you're gonna do. If you're starting a new one, you're just gonna delete everything. Just delete it. And then you're gonna go to preset. So right here where you see a photo booth and then preset, in the first top layer, you're gonna go click the right one. And then you're gonna click the 2x6, right? I'm also gonna delete all of these. And then I'm gonna add an image. And I'm gonna choose file. Actually, I'm gonna go to photo library. And I'm gonna allow full access. And then I'm gonna add this one. And from here, you're gonna add a booth photo. And then you're gonna space it out, make sure it's how you like it. And we're just gonna try to make it as even as possible. And then when you have the photo image, it doesn't matter if this is 1, 2, 3, or 4, you're just gonna duplicate it. And then you're gonna do the same to the second. You're gonna format it, make sure it's even, and then you're gonna duplicate it again, and then you're gonna do the same. And then from there, you're gonna change the photo number. So you can click it, and you see on the right side it says photo 2. You're gonna change it to photo 1. You're gonna leave 2 as 2, and then you're gonna change the last one to photo 3. Okay, and then from there, because those flags are at the bottom of the photo, you're gonna wanna add it to the top, right? You're gonna wanna add that transparent file that we created, and you're gonna go back to image, to the photo library, and you're gonna choose the transparent one. And now you can see that it's on top of the image photo. So from here, you're gonna launch your event, and just click that one, and it's gonna take the photos. Smile, Drew. 2, 1 more. And then there you go.
So thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, make sure to follow us wherever you're watching this. And if you do want to get started in the photo booth business, go to photobooth101.com. We have all the supplies you need. And if you're already a photo booth owner, we have the most beautiful backdrops in the game, props, printer stuff, whatever you need, we got it at photobooth101.com. Thanks for watching. God bless, and I'll see you soon.